Hello guys, in the last video we have seen differences between structured programming languages and object oriented programming languages, but in this video we are going to see aspect oriented programming languages or aspect orientation. Aspect oriented programming languages is a misterminology. Aspect oriented programming languages is a misterminology. Aspect orientation is the right terminology. Why aspect oriented programming languages? Why aspect oriented programming languages is a misterminology? No programming language was defined on the basis of aspect orientation. I can say C programming language is structured programming language. I can say Java and C++ are which one? They know object oriented programming languages. Can you tell me any programming language in the case on the basis of this aspect orientation? Any programming language on the basis of this aspect orientation? Like this C and Java, like this, any programming language? No. Okay, no programming language like aspect oriented programming language, but what is this aspect orientation? Aspect orientation is the right term, that's fine, but what is the meaning of aspect orientation? What you identified about this aspect orientation? Answer is very clear. Aspect orientation is a methodology or a set of rules and regulations or a set of rules and regulations or a set of guidelines. Aspect orientation is a set of rules and regulations or a set of guidelines or is a methodology. It is a methodology. Good. Where we are going to apply this now? Aspect orientation is a methodology or a set of rules and regulations or a set of guidelines which are applied on object oriented programming, in order to improve shareability and reusability. This is what exactly the meaning of which one? Aspect orientation. Aspect orientation is a methodology or a set of rules and regulations or a set of guidelines which are applying on object oriented programming in order to improve shareability and reusability. This is what exactly the meaning of which one can know? Aspect orientation. Clear? But how can we differentiate this from object orientation? Right, sir, I am giving clarity. If you want to prepare any application in object orientation, there we have to combine both business logic and services logic in a single program. We are going to combine, we are going to integrate, or we are going to embed both business logic and services logic in a single program. Services logics are nothing but which one they know? Maybe authentication logic, data validation logic, logging, all these things are nothing but which one? Services. No. That services must be provided in each and every enterprise application. That services logic must be embedded with our object, our business logic in our program there. This is object orientation style. Let's say for example, this is one application here I am trying to prepare, and this is another application I am trying to prepare. Here two applications here I am trying to prepare. This I want to give names also. This is application 1 and this is application 2. Application 1 and application 2. In application 1, that means first of all we need to provide which one there? Authentication service. This is service. Next one here we are going to provide which one? You know, some business logic. Next one is which one? You know, maybe we are able to get which one here? Authorization service. Maybe here we are able to provide which one? You know, business logic. Maybe here we are able to provide validation service, data validation service. Data validation service. Next one, we are able to provide which one? Some business logic. Next one is, we are able to provide which one there? Maybe logging service. Like these many number of services and business logics are going to be available at each and every application which we prepared on the basis of which one? Object orientation. In application 1, authentication, business logic, authorization, business logic, data validation, business logic, and logging service there. Next might be, we are able to provide which one here? Next one also, a bit business logic here we are going to provide. Right, so the same thing here we are able to provide in the case of this application 2 also. Application 2 also here we are providing same thing. Clear? This is object orientation style. Now I am asking one simple question, now try to answer for it now. Overall, how many applications I prepared? 2 applications. Now tell me, in application 1, what are the services we provided there? Authentication, authorization, data validation, logging service. These are the services now. In application 2 also, services we provided, authentication, authorization, data validation and logging service. So, in application 1, one separate copy of services we provided. In application 2, another separate copy of which one there? No, services we prepared. That means services are provided individually to the applications. Of course, you may call them as applications, or maybe in a single application, maybe multiple modules. 2 modules, for example, in a single application, 2 modules if we take, no, in both the modules, individual copies of the services here we are providing. If you go for only object orientation style, services must be provided individual to the modules or maybe to the applications. 10 modules if we prepare, for example, 10 applications if we prepare, for example, in all 10 applications, 10 copies of services we have to provide. If we provide like this individual to the applications a separate copy, where we are providing shareability and where we are providing reusability. What is the meaning of shareability? Single copy must be used at a time to multiple applications. And what is the meaning of reusability? Single copy must be used by number of applications at a time or maybe at different time scale. Using might be number of times. That is nothing but reusability. So if you follow this approach, no, shareability and reusability is not going to be existed. Exactly, in this particular situation, to improve shareability and reusability, in this object-oriented programming, to improve shareability and reusability, there we must apply aspect orientation over our object-oriented programming. We have to apply aspect orientation over object-oriented programming. Then what is the meaning of this aspect orientation here? If I want to apply aspect orientation over this object orientation, what I have to do? What exactly the manipulation I have to do to improve reusability and shareability? Yes, in aspect orientation, what exactly the manipulation here we are going to provide, no? First of all, identify what are the various services here we have used at both applications. Identify what are the services we have used at both applications. Then separate these services from our business logic. Separate these services from our business logic. Right, sir. Authorization is one of the service, no? Separate that from business logic. Okay. From both applications, we have to separate that services, no? Data validation is one of the service here. Now separate this. Now in another application also data validations might be existed here. You can remove that. Next one. Logging is also be one of the service here, no? We can separate it. Next one is logging service here. We can remove from this application too. So finally here what we are doing there, we separated all the services from our business logic. Now business logic is business logic and services logic is services logic in both applications. Now here what we have to do, declare each and every service as an aspect. Aspect is nothing but which one? Cross-cutting edge. Cross-cutting edge. A simple action, an unit of action. That is called as which one? An aspect. So declare each and every service is which one there is an aspect. Now here I want to declare this is which one here? Authentication aspect. I want to declare this as which one here? No, authorization aspect. I want to declare this is which one here? Authorization. That means data validation aspect. Next one after that. This is which one here? No, logging service is which one here? No, logging aspect. Like this we can declare each and every service as which one there? As an aspect. Okay. Single copy of these aspects here we have to provide. Then after that, in our business logic, in our application, identify the points where we require these aspects, no? Just identify the points where we require these aspects here. Okay? In application 1, at these points here we require aspects, no? In application 2, at these points only we require these aspects here. First of all, identify the aspects, locations where we require these aspects. These locations inside our application where we want to inject these aspects, no, they are called as which one? They're join points, for example. Whenever we are getting these points here, there we have to inject these aspects. Just we have to inject which one? They know aspects. At which location we require these aspects, no, just where inject these aspects. That's it. I'm not saying code injection. I'm not saying including that code in the respective location. No. Just I'm saying only include the response. Include the functionality of these aspects. Code is not going to be included. Include the functionality of these aspects. Means that when flow is coming to this particular point, that flow will come to this aspect and execute it here and include that, perform that service. Again, flow of execution will come back to which one? Business logic. When flow is coming to this one, execute this aspect here, then provide the functionality of this aspect, then I can come back to which one? Then business logic. So code injection is not going on, just a service injection is going on directly. Now here, if it is a case, no, if we inject these aspects like this here, now tell me, 2 applications I prepared or 2 modules here I prepared, no? With respect to these 2 applications or with respect to these 2 modules, how many copies of services we provided? How many copies of aspects we provided here? Single copy of services we provided. But the single copy of services are giving service to more than one application or not? The single copy of services are given its services to more than one application or not? So single copy will be shared to more than one application or not? So shareability will be increased. The single copy of services are used by one application at one time, another application is at another time here. So reusability is improved or not? Single copy of services are shared to multiple applications and single copy of services are used by multiple applications at different times. So because of that reason, this aspect orientation, these aspects are improving shareability and reusability. Good, that's fine. But where we are going to use these aspects actually? Where we are going to use these aspects, no? This aspect orientation is not much useful in a service-based application development. Aspect orientation is much useful in products development. Aspect orientation is much useful in products development, not on which one they know, service-based application development. Let's say for example, if you go for servers maybe, if you go for might be frameworks maybe, and if you go for which one get some other IDs maybe. Like this, a number of products, if you are going to prepare JVMs and compilers and all these many things, there definitely aspect orientation is going on. Best example, if you want to go for this best example, Spring Framework is having a separate module for aspect oriented programming. Spring Framework is having a separate module, AOP module is available, aspect oriented programming, where aspect orientation is going on effectively. In a Spring Framework, AOP module is available. Then what Spring Framework is doing there, no? So Spring Framework will include all these aspects, no? Spring Framework will include all these aspects, no? Or else we can prepare one time that aspects here, no? We can run multiple applications on the top of this Spring Framework. The same aspects will be used to the number of applications directly. That single a copy of these aspects are used to multiple applications by the Spring Framework. So as part of this Spring Framework here, we are going to use which one? Aspect orientation. So what is the final point here I'm telling there? Aspect orientation is useful, much useful in the case of products development, is not much useful in the case of which one? Service-based application development. This is what exactly the meaning of which one they know? Aspect orientation.